What's up? What's up? Top of the top. We up. Let's go. Let's go. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. It's Sunday. We back. What's good, y'all? We up. Y'all know what's up. We're going to get into it on this Sunday morning, man. We're going to get into it. Everything is good. Let's go. Hopefully everybody is enjoying their life. That's what it's about. So we're going to get into it, y'all. I ain't going to hold y'all too long on this Sunday, man. Y'all already know what's up. What's up, everybody? Shout out to everyone that's here, everybody that's tapped in. Shout out to everybody at the like button. Everybody leave comments, participate in the live chat, send Cash App, Super Chat. Everybody that support the channel, appreciate the content. And everybody that gets a laugh and understand what's going on. That's about it. Everything is entertainment. Just my opinion, nothing I say is a fact. But we back. Shout out to everybody that's up. What's up, New Mom? 401 Rider. What's up, Matt? Shout out to people in the West Coast, East Coast, down south, in between, Midwest. Shout out to the Virgin Islands, overseas, the UK, all continents. What's up? All right, we live, we back. Let's get into it, y'all. Yeah, that's right. We back, man. Yeah, the Sundays is for the people that don't get to catch the week, but let's go. Let's go. We got a lot to talk about. All right, Sean Kingston got his time. A lot of y'all already know that. He got his 3 years. The Diddler still waiting on his time. Sean Kingston, the same area of the Freak Off Mansion, Florida. Him and his mom, drug activity. And for those who don't know, Sean Kingston also has a history with Justin Bieber, Soulja Boy, and Diddy, and the rest of them. Chris Brown, he just fell from grace. So he was actually scamming. Him and his mother were scamming, scratching and surviving like good times to keep their celebrity status going. They were doing worse than poor people, y'all. They was doing stuff worse than going to rent a center. They didn't even want to go to rent a center. They was getting companies to get them stuff, and they was keeping it. Stuff like that. Watches, exclusive furniture. They was doing a whole lot. That's just some of the stuff they was doing. Using his name for fame. Getting stuff to hold. Let me hold it. I'm going to promote it, but then keeping the stuff. They was doing a lot. Keep it going. I'm talking about cars, all of that. But, yeah, it's a done deal. His mother was already pleading not to get fried up. But, yeah. So you seeing all this related to BT, y'all. It's all related. It's all BT. It's all together. All right. So that's why we're going to just keep watching this book being closed. And the main thing people got to see is you're watching people that were more richer than you, more famous on TV. All eyes on them, and you're watching that now. They worse than you. You also looking at the price of fame. You watching how everybody got their fame, they got their glory, they got their praise, and now you seeing them being shamed. It's called the reality of life. That's what it is, y'all. The life you live will catch up with you. You're also looking at him and his mother. It goes back to his mother. His mother was a scammer. His mother was arrested for stuff. But you got to look at his mother because she's the one that had the child started, ended up being a failure because both of them was a failure. See, that's what I'm showing you. Him and his mother is a reflection of the family. It's showing you. This Sean Kingston and his mother is bad. It's showing you bad parenting. It's showing you the pattern of what you're going to keep seeing. This pattern with Sean Kingston and all of them, it just still go back to what I was telling y'all. It's all together, y'all. You're dealing with a weird generation. That's why I say now everybody's in their 30s. Sean Kingston is 35 years old, y'all. But when you understand how him and his mother was behaving, he was 30 family. He had no reason to scam. He had no reason to scam at all. But he didn't want to accept the fame was over. So him and his mother kept going. But it's really on his mother. But because his mother was the one doing it all, but it was his name involved. So it really was his mother, but he with it because he with it. It's his name, but it was his mother doing all the dirt. Yeah. So this all a reflection of bad parenting. But it's not just that. It's like, I'm just going to show you how it's all together. So he said he apologizes. Sean Kingston says he is sent, he said he apologized. He's sent to prison. For what? So like we were saying the other day, it was people in Diddy's situation, like that so-called mule that got caught at the airport. You see, he ain't getting no time because he probably told some stuff, right? But you see in Sean Kingston getting that time, right? So that's why I'm telling people it's not over with Diddy. If Sean Kingston get 3 years, how much time Diddy might get? We don't know. So the saga continues, but you're going to just keep getting the signs of it's over. The whole thing is this. Once again, from the beginning, once Diddy got taken down, that was the start of the ending. It's just that his peers, other Hollywood celebrities, they thought that was just it. So that made fans think that was just it. But I'm going to keep showing you and giving you this live illustration of the end of an era and how all of them are falling. And when it's all done, y'all, they're going to be all worse than us. Because if you lived your life straight and you just kept going, none of this stuff affects you. Like I keep saying it. A person could have been working the so-called lamest job or did whatever they had doing, whatever it was you had going on, and you just did everything right to the best of your ability, you're going to end up better than all of them. They ended up in prison, y'all. That alone. They lived in mansions, they in prison. Some of y'all never been in prison a day in y'all life. They get it all up front. At the end, now you're going to watch them pay. So that's why their sexual behavior got exposed. Their sexual deviancy exposed through lawsuits. Their criminal behavior being exposed by these arrests. And we also just watching the ones getting caught. We just watching the first line. You just watching. Look. Okay, let me slow it up. Is it a coincidence? Him and Soulja Boy friends came in stars at the same time. Soulja Boy dealing with jail issues. Sean Kingston. The same time we see their peer, Justin Bieber, he's good. Meanwhile, they're all affiliated with the diddler. All of them. Yes, y'all. So he wanted to keep living his life right here in Miami Mansion swimming pools and living a life of a baller. Meanwhile, like I said, he's the same child star like Justin Bieber, all right? So let's go. Rapper, and this is another thing. Once again, showing you how it been a disgrace on rap. Look how they call Sean Kingston a rapper. We know damn well he's not a rapper. They call Diddy a rapper. He's not a rapper because rapper means something else. It also means criminal. So if you in this game they in and you get caught, if you get in trouble for something like that, they call him a rapper. Yeah, even though Sean Kingston is not a rapper. Sean Kingston, his name is Keyshawn Paul Anderson, faced a number of financial issues and lawsuits before he was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison for wire fraud. That right there is a clue, y'all. You go to jail for wire fraud. The amount of time you get is how much you stole. This is what I was telling you about every single person that did the PPP loan. All of them have been arrested for wire fraud. Get it? All of them had to comply with this wire fraud. Any transaction, especially the ones who got in their name or people use their name, everybody got dealt with for wire fraud, y'all. That's why I told you it's a lot of people on house arrest for real. It's a lot of people on house arrest. It's a lot of people in situations of bondage where they got to pay the money back because that's the main thing with the PPP loan. It's not just about them getting locked up. They have to pay the money back to the day they die. And their life is ruined because of the money they took. But this is what I want you to see. It's the wire fraud. If you scam for $100 and you get proven for wire fraud, you're going to jail. Even if it's just 6 months, you're going to jail. That's just what it is. All right. People from the check era know this. I got a friend that did that back before. He thought it was sweet. He did a bad check. His ass had to go to jail. Many people have been in jail for this. But my point is, they've been giving a lot of people probation. So when I tell you it's a lot of people compromised, him and his mother was compromised for a long time. They was on papers. They was on ankle. You might well say ankle. You get what I'm saying? They was on ankle monitor for a long time. They just not getting their time. So I'm just showing you, this is a lot of people. Sean Kingston network as rapper sentenced to prison for wire fraud. Because what? It's not just Sean Kingston. We just went through an era of fraud. Y'all know that. Before that, people were scamming with the what? The green dot cards. They call them pieces. They still scamming with the what? Card readers. Stealing information, putting them on cards, jacking you through your Wi-Fi, jack you through your Bluetooth. They got the device that'll hack you 19 feet away. So you're on your phone, they standing right in back of you, and you don't even know. A lot of people, your phone's still open on different levels. Because remember, see, you're trained. Some of y'all already trained to do what with your phone? Beep, 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 buy with your phone. But guess what? Your phone is open and vulnerable. Being that you scan with your phone, beep, 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 your phone is open. On many levels, your phone open. So a lot of y'all be messy. You don't be remembering this stuff. And that's how people be getting hacked. Because this scamming thing is for real. Now they also got the call. A lot of y'all, some of y'all might know the biggest scam now is people calling saying you owe money. I saw somebody get scammed. Somebody called them, say, they didn't do jury duty. They owe a fine. Yes. They doing people with insurance. They doing a lot of scamming, y'all. Yeah, and then the thing that's so real about a lot of the scamming, they actually have your real information. Yeah. So they can call you with something, scare you, but they got your name, your address. You like, your name is so-and-so, right? This is your address, right? Well, you were supposed to go to court and do jury duty, but you didn't come. So basically, this is stuff they've been doing, y'all. The scam is still working. So you got to understand, we talk about Freak Nation. It also turned into Scam Nation. There's a lot going on, y'all, where people became so low. This is why all the stuff is being done. You watching it happen to the rich first. The rich first. Now it's the civilians. It's everybody, y'all. Everybody in that world will be wiped out. This is your proof. It's all about how long they're going to be gone. Are they going to get 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20? All those people that was doing smash and grab. Think of that, y'all. All the theft, smash and grab, smash and grab. Well, a lot of them got rounded up. It was criminal organizations, gangs, cliques, posses, crews. Anybody that was caught stealing merchandise and it come up over $5,000, 20 years in jail. But this is how they was doing it. Okay, y'all went and did it at the Macy's. Then y'all went and did it to Bloomingdale's. Then y'all did it to Foot Locker. Then you did it to the Polo section another time. But by the time y'all finished, y'all done stole $20,000 worth of merch. So y'all getting 20 years in jail. That was also part of the way of everybody going to jail, y'all. So I'm updating y'all on everything I've been telling y'all that people don't get. No, everybody that's going to prison is going for a long time because when we was in the house, 2021, 22, they were implementing new laws for theft because it all goes together. See, I'm telling you, it's a big box. They know their world was drug dealing, robberies. So they knew that once the borders got shut, once things slowed up, they would run out of robbing. They would run out of drugs. Then they're going to go to sex selling and scamming because those are crimes you commit to make a lot of money without drugs or guns. Scamming, prostitution. So they already knew that. Diddy trial, prostitution. You also get references of Diddy scamming when you hear about bags of money. When you hear about him ducking certain procedures within his company. Yes, that was all portraying the scam lifestyle that these people don't fly. They don't fly straight. They don't fly straight. Even when they got businesses, they dirty. That's what all this is about, y'all. See, when the powers that be do stuff, y'all, they never do just one thing. It's never just about one thing. No. It's called a campaign for a reason. All right, you just didn't know. When these cameras are getting laid down, that was the start of it, y'all. It did not start. I'm going to tell you again, the only reason why you just witnessing all of this, because they mastered 5G right when we got put in the house. That was when they had just mastered the 5G technology. This stuff would have been done a long time ago. It was 5G technology was the statement that said enough is enough. It's just that everybody didn't get it. When they installed the 5G, this is when Facebook, Instagram, every single platform was used as a database for facial rec, motion, everything. Your life was documented, given to law enforcement companies, agencies that are into stopping criminal organization. This is what happened. This is why somebody had to go to court. It all got installed after 2020. That was the start of the ending because it was a preparation for what was to come. The gap was going to be from 2020 to 2030. This is when everything is going to change for them. So now you're going to see we in the 5th year. And now you're going to see this drastic change. This is why I'm telling you, it's deeper than the Diddy trial. It's about all of that. And then you're going to see somehow everybody is affiliated with him to show you that it's all together. So on Friday, August 15th, it was announced that the 35-year-old singer was convicted by a federal jury of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 4 counts of wire fraud alongside his mother. So only because he's Sean Kingston, only because he has money, he got a slap on the wrist, y'all. According to what he did, it's a slap on the wrist. Anybody else did what he did, you get no less than 10 years. You got like 15, 20. No less than 15. Because he wasn't just getting wire fraud. They were wire frauding for millions and hundreds of thousands. Yes. So this is just to show you, y'all, that this is where we at with it. This is where we at. And it's not going to stop, y'all. You're going to keep seeing, right, a low down, dirty behavior, and then you're going to keep seeing that behavior get dealt with. You're going to keep seeing finances drying up, and you're going to keep seeing desperation. As the desperation kicks in, the more people lose it, the more people break, the more people drift off from society. This is why the celebrities are the clues. Sean Kingston in jail. BET tells you no more of the shows. How are they going to give awards when they know damn well what's happening to all the celebrities? BET is not a good investment no more. You can't invest in something that's dirty. The dirt has overcome the industry now, y'all. We're going to go into it with Denzel once again. I'm going to prove to y'all this has been going on for 2 years straight. Everybody on this channel, you already know that. Everybody that's been subscribed to this channel knows exactly what's going on when I say that ever since Diddy, their time been up, their career has been over with. And all they have been doing is damage control, trying to fix it, trying to keep it going, trying to protect their names and brands to the end, and trying to make as much money as they can for the ones that really, really need it. So, like I said, Denzel is hilarious, y'all. He's the most funniest one. He is funny too. Now, Denzel is saying, F y'all. F social media. I'm not logged on anyway. You can't care to me if I ain't signed in. See, he talking to smoke now, y'all. You know what else he doing? Family, he's literally trying to fight it now. He know he has to fight it. Remember, he tried to be quiet. TD Jakes came out. Oprah came out. But they put his name in it because it's all of them. But now he's trying to fight. So I know fake news. I know fake media. So I go online and see Denzel trending. And he's trending with these statements. So I know he putting these statements out to make a statement, but I'm reading the comments, I'm reading the likes. It's not no numbers on it. I know what he's doing. He's fighting. He don't want to be finished. And it's just mighty funny to me, y'all. People, y'all, family, y'all know. It's just mighty funny to me, man. I just turned up on Denzel. I went into that man doing Broadway plays and how he has fell so low. And it's like after that, some reason, it's like a chord got struck and he been going hard after that. Tell you, man, they're all on this internet, man. Their name gonna come up one way or another. All I know is after I did this video, Denzel been talking junk and he been fighting back, meaning he got this thing where it's like, I don't care about no Oscars. I don't care about none of that stuff. I only care about God. That's what he talking. I don't care about man. I don't care about no fans. I don't care about none of that. That's what he pushing, y'all. But it's mighty funny. After this episode right here, next thing you know, he on the campaign now. He trying to fight, y'all. So I'm showing you. two sides of his mouth. One minute he said he don't care, but he's saying he don't care through media, on platforms. He's on a campaign. He's on podcast. He's on First Take. No, he's trying to get it off him, y'all. We're going to look at it today. Why he's trying to fight it. But the thing is this, how Denzel is exposed. Denzel, you was quiet. You saying a whole lot, but it's one thing you didn't do. You did not acknowledge that woman named Allie Carter, and you did not say she was lying. You didn't say nothing. You did not even say that woman lying. You didn't come out and say, excuse me, fans, whatever you heard about me, it's BS. It's nonsense. Whatever you guys heard, it's BS. You didn't even say that. So I kept telling y'all, they're going to look guilty and go down with the shit by shh. So, Denzel, you can't be quiet for 2 years, and now you want to start pushing your campaign. No, you were quiet for too long. We know what's up. Denzel, what you don't get, I kept telling y'all, it is more videos on you than any video you can make. You can put $1 million behind protecting your name right now. You can pay $1 million for fake news, and it's not going to work because you've been being destroyed for over 2 years straight. Y'all names are mud, y'all. There's nothing y'all going to do about it. It's because Hollywood is over, for one. It's because Diddy, that's two. And the rest of the game is y'all not getting no big money. That's why you had to go back to Spike Lee. That's right. We're going to talk about it all. No, black entertainment is finished. They just don't want you to know that. When I say black entertainment, I'm talking about the game. I'm talking about them. I'm talking about how they make their money. And I'm talking about their fans. I'm talking about the whole experience. See that Fox News? What am I showing you? You see how Fox News making news like bloggers? Remember when I said bloggers gonna kiss their ass goodbye? Bloggers, you didn't get the clue when TMZ started a YouTube channel. It's a lot of reasons why views are changing. It's a lot of reasons. It's been a low-key takeover. You just didn't see none yet. See, if you know about stuff like war, see, first they do surveillance, then they set up posts. Meanwhile, the people they about to get there, they have no clue what's about to happen. They done scouted the land. They done scouted the power. They done scouted the civilians. And they just ready. So here's my clue also to show you. Big news that we grew up on Fox TV. They on TV. They have their own news, monetized channels. They also are bloggers now on Instagram and every other platform. So I'm going to keep showing y'all. When I said a lot of people's careers are going to be over with because they played around for too long, look at Fox News making news like bloggers now. See how they making like Shade Room and everybody else? Because, y'all, it's a takeover. But now, look at how they look at what Denzel talking about. This is what Denzel saying. Denzel popping ish. Denzel Washington on influencers. I don't follow anybody. I follow God. Now, you just stop for 1 second, y'all. This is all you think about. Denzel Washington's whole career, he has not been talking about God like that at all. You have not saw him try to get baptized or be some preacher at all. At all, y'all. So, common sense, for those who know, he did not stop talking his G-O-D talk until he started being accused of hanging with the devil. All right? Denzel is an actor. He's full of ish. He was around them. He might have did a whole lot too. All right? I don't follow anybody. I follow God. That was his response, saying that basically y'all be online following people. He's saying stuff like, how can you be a leader and a follower at the same time? I don't follow nobody but God. That's for them. See what I'm saying? I don't care about what they talking about. I'm trying to tell you what he's doing now is basically saying F them fans. I don't care about what they talking about. People can think whatever they want about me. I don't care. See? Because I told you they know they don't got to kiss your butt for money no more. They don't gotta act like they like you. No, they showing their true colors now because he's here on a hot seat. I told you they also are mad because they know that their fans are destroying them. That's why I say, I was telling you, showing you this with Jay-Z, Beyonce. To make it simple, the black entertainers know that it is the black fans that also have ruined them with these videos. When I tell you the #1 campaign on them is on TikTok, period, y'all. I give y'all updates once a day. No, it's people on TikTok making videos about them every day, 24/7, because I kept giving y'all the clues. It's the younger generation that's not sparing them. Y'all not looking at the generations. We grew up on them. They different to us. They mean different to us. We see them different. Other people, the young people, other races. This is the most horrific, entertaining revelation, exposure ever. So it's the young people. They getting busy on this stuff. Everything they got is monetized. Then being that the internet and YouTube caters to every country, every language, every country is able to monetize this dysfunction and crash. It is the other countries that don't speak English. They are the ones making the artificial intelligent videos. We know this because TD Jakes tracked it. When you don't speak English and you still want to get your money from your monetized channel, you do an AI video. That's what they've been doing, y'all. When I've been telling my people that, yo, everybody is against them and every engine dedicated to taking them down has nothing to do with black entertainment. So I'm just giving y'all the full updates. When I said I said this a minute ago. I said, look, it's all set up a certain way. I said, is the black media gonna crash? Black bloggers? I said, this is out of that genre. It's out of that community hands. I said, no matter how much damage control they do, no matter how much co-signing, no matter how much they try to ignore it, no matter what they do, they are now in a box, and that box gonna get shipped off because this is majority of the country against them. This is also overseas against them. The same way they were giving money to be stars, it is money behind destroying them online. You're watching Star Wars. That's what you're watching. The stars be destroyed, and then they're trying to war back by creating their own media. Jay-Z, $3,000 chain, $3 million chain stolen. What happened to that news? Beyonce's laptop stolen. What happened to that news? But when you think your fans are stupid, because a lot of them are, it is no such thing as stealing no laptop, especially not an iPad, especially not a $3 million chain that's insured. You might steal it, but you are not getting nowhere because you're not going to duck those cameras and that tracking. All right? Especially if you rob somebody of a high caliber, that's like robbing a bank. You take Jay-Z chain, that's like robbing a bank. Law enforcement will be on your ass so much. All right? This is just how it works. So I'm trying to tell you, they don't understand that, man, civilians have passed them. Men and women have become more intelligent since their beginnings. All right? Since their beginnings and their Hollywood success, they didn't comprehend that. The average fan is now smarter than them. This is why I tell you, they are now trapped in a world of lies, deceit, embarrassment. It is their time to be exposed that they were the fakes within the black community the whole time that spread their behavior for 30 years. And now that's what you got. Nothing. We also know their charges are they didn't do nothing. So Denzel gonna take this smoke for the fact you didn't do nothing, and you got the fact to sit here and run your mouth talking ish after all those people made you rich. After I had to hear your effing name from a goddamn teenager, Denzel, how so fine he is, and Denzel, and Denzel, and Denzel, even though Denzel, you never had no competition for real. But I heard your name for 30 years. But don't sit in my face now and tell me that you don't care about what no fans say. You just using code word, social media, using code word, followers. You trying to disrespect the fans, saying you don't care what fans think. But you didn't say that when you got the Oscar. So I'm showing you. What else am I showing you? Everybody know what this about. Denzel can lie to them people, but the world know what this about. So let me show you something. See how Fox News putting this out? Denzel Washington on influencers. I don't know anybody. I follow God. I don't follow anybody. Fox News know exactly why he's saying this. They know exactly why he's talking like that. Because I see people don't still know what's going on. He like, why Denzel might get canceled? What's wrong with Denzel? People don't even know still, y'all. Everybody in every other field knows exactly what's going on, y'all. This is the sad part, because this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, right? As this Diddy stuff started to take place, I started to pay attention to both sides of the world. I started paying attention to these people and everybody else. And I started to see a line being drawn, and I started seeing this line I started seeing a separation through behavior. How some people started to think certain shit was cool and okay, and certain people started saying, ew, this is disgusting. This has to stop on many different levels. And this is when I started to see it's a campaign. So, Denzel Washington, let's go. With so many things coming back in style, I can't wait until morals, respect, intelligence become a trend again. This is what Denzel Washington saying, y'all. Even though Denzel knows this is the new movement. When I told y'all last year, smarts is in now, y'all. I said smarts is the new world. I said smarts was popping. It's all about the world of common sense, intelligence, and getting to certain levels now. We're not on a low level no more. I told y'all all this already. It's not just me on that talk, y'all. This how the most of the world feels. It's what it is, y'all. That's what I kept trying to tell y'all. When I was talking about this new day and all of that, in the world you come from, the world you might have thought was that, it ain't no more. With so many things coming back in style, I can't wait until morals, respect, intelligence, and intelligence becomes a trend again. Denzel is saying this, y'all. He says, who cares when asked if he's ever worried about being canceled or losing public support? Mainly saying, black fans, you can't be canceled if you haven't signed up. Don't sign up. I don't care who's following who. You can't lead and follow at the same time. You hear him trying to be slick mouth, y'all? You hear him. But Denzel, this is the thing, right? You was not talking about God. I've never heard you talk about none of this stuff. Morals and respect. Until this happened. So all you're doing right now, Denzel, is acting out in real life. And another thing you did not do, Denzel, you still did not address none of these allegations. That's why you don't understand these allegations got out of control and spread like wildfire. What does it say, Denzel? Well, if it was a lie, it was unchallenged, so it became the truth. The question is, Denzel, why was you quiet so long? And then for two, how come you still did not address it? You're going on platforms. You're talking about followers. You don't care about this and that fans. But I never heard you say any allegations you heard on me, they're not true. Hey, whatever that woman name is, Allie Carter, whatever her name is, I don't even know that woman. I know none what she's talking about. You didn't never say that, Denzel. Why? I don't know. But is it because she said when she saw you, she was a minor? Is that it? Is that it, Denzel? And Denzel, my only question is, why you doing Broadway plays? And why you still talking shit, talking about, I do any job. It's not just about acting with me. I'm an actor. I do whatever. No, Denzel, you're full of ish. Now, I'm going to ask you this again. How come all of a sudden after Diddy got in trouble, you talking like this and you're working like this? Not before. All right. We know around here, Denzel, you're not tricking nobody over here. I'm going to tell you right now. So we know what's up. This is not the Johnny Come Lately channel. No, this is the only channel on YouTube that's actually futuristic. One of them. This is why I have to always say I said and I told you. Because everything on here is in advance. Whether it's a year ahead, 2 years ahead, whether it's months ahead, 6, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Everything is ahead. I speak in past tense. Because that's what it is, y'all. They're not fooling nobody. So we just been talking about this act. So Denzel, if you don't care about what nobody say, why did you do this? Why did you make sure this trended? Why did you specifically take these pictures, post them, and let the world know you're trying to be an ordained minister, something like that, at the same time as being an actor? After you got accused of Diddy parties. Not before, after. Come on, Denzel, stop your BS. And this is the truth right here, Denzel. This is how we know you're full of shit. How are you doing this 1 minute, but you still acting? You acting. You're in a Spike Lee movie right now. No, as a preacher, you're not supposed to be acting no more. You're supposed to pick one. Remember, it's a difference, y'all. If I did dirt. It's a difference if I was a rapper. I was an actor. I did dirt. I partied. I did drugs. I got drunk out my mind. Then I say, you know what? All that stuff over. I'm a preacher. That stuff is behind me. Then I turn around and then do another movie after that. That's what he did. So you got your proof, Denzel, full of ish. Why? There's no such thing as trying to be an ordained minister and then going back doing movies. That's him. See that? Which proves he's not what? Dedicated to his belief. No, he's full of ish, y'all. He's old. He's exposing himself. Denzel will act to the day he dies. He know damn well he need public opinion because his ass ain't gonna get no watching. But guess what else he's trying to do, y'all? He's trying to rally support. Denzel is pushing this shit like people hating on him. It's haters. And he got people behind him. That's right, Denzel, man. They stupid, man. They just haters, man. They just hating on you for no reason, man. Denzel, that's right. That's what he's trying to start for the people that don't know no better, y'all. So I'm watching his crafty shit. All right? But around here, we know the real Denzel. Because we know nobody around this man is safe. And he ain't home yet. That's why when I said the whole time of him in prison, it's going to be the process of every celebrity getting dragged because they don't know what's next. Denzel is mad, y'all. Let's go. Oh, rich MFs think they're above everything. Strip them down to nothing, and they'll follow the rules again. Told you, man. Everybody know what they're about, y'all. Y'all remember last year when I kept showing y'all. I was showing y'all. I was putting on the screen, right? The Hollywood star, and I said I ain't taking it down. On that Hollywood star, it said what? It said rep and pedal, right? On the star. When I showed you this, see what this man doing is not just joking on Diddy. This is the joke of Hollywood, what they're into. Sexual deviance. And also, also within this, it was not just Diddy doing this. When I reported to y'all, it was a doctor that went to prison a couple months ago because he was selling the same exact drug that Diddy had. He was selling it by the gallons to rich people. This was an epidemic, y'all. And it was said that this is what Hollywood was into. RAPE by many different ways, knocking your ass out one of them. Yes. So when I tell you, you don't know who's going to be dealt with next. These are the secrets of when I tell you, when you're just in a world of BT, you have no clue. The joke is always on y'all. This right here was to tell you, BT, the joke's on y'all, but you didn't get that. This was over 6 months ago. That's right. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, Johnny come lately. See that? This is why Denzel is upset, because Denzel is trying to escape. He's trying to escape, y'all. He's trying to say, it's not, I ain't got nothing to do with it. It's just them. But little by little, you got to connect the dots. When Terrence Howard cry out, Taraji's all together, y'all. It's just that some are dealing with it different. He got a lawsuit with Disney. He's finished. Denzel trying to wiggle out the best he can. Run a Spike Lee. He has to try to fight this shit. If that's why I say it. They know, see, the smart ones know if they don't work, they're going to get buried in this shit. Denzel trying to work. Shannonsharpe trying to work. But it's not going to work, y'all, because the odds against them is like 1,000 to 1. I'm gonna tell you again. The odds of them are just 1,000 to 1. Look at it like this. You see the blue stars? That's the celebrities. That's BT. The red and white stripes, that's everybody against them. And you see them in that box in that corner, that's them. So they can go live, they can do whatever they want, they can talk all the talk they want, but all eyes on them. The red and white stripes all around their ass. That's the reality of the whole thing. I can't give you no clearer than that. So when I tell you the timer been set, hey, it's just gonna keep playing out. That's why Sean Kingston had to get his what? Time. We waiting on Diddy to get his what? Time. Everybody out here getting what? Embarrassed. You seeing people get embarrassed you never saw in your life. You seeing them do shit you never did. Family, I'm gonna tell you again. You lived a life on the streets. You lived a life as a civilian. You didn't live a life that bad where you had to go run and get baptized that quick. So why Denzel doing it? No, y'all. He was making a mockery. He was trying to get that shit on camera to get that good, clean image, that footage. Because Denzel Washington, he's from that era, y'all. He's from the era of the church. I want to bet he was raised in the church. But this is what I'm trying to tell you. The main deviance of this whole thing is the ones that was raised in the church. The main sinners, the main abomination people, the main people that have went astray the most out of everybody on the planet is Denzel and his people. That's why they're the ones getting judged the most. That's the part people don't get. You have many different nations raised under paganism. Many different nations been practicing their beliefs before the birth of that religion. But then there's some people, they were 100%, 110% raised on this religion. But in 2025, they are the most deviant and the face of deviancy. They are the face of every single bomb. You heard about, they say the Lord hates abomination. Just know they're the face of every last one of them. And it's the truth. It can be proven. Facts. And the world knows. So, being that Denzel knows this, he also knows that that's his last chance of trying to get forgiveness. But what he don't understand is a lot of his people are so brainwashed, they forgot what forgiveness was. And a lot of them are dirty too. That's right. So that's why a lot of them got to go too. That's right. What else you watching? It's these one people. They only turn to God when they get in trouble. When they on their hospital bed about to die. When they in that prison cell. When they about to get life in jail. When they about to get evicted. When they on their last dollar. That's when they turn. See, you should know their pattern by now, y'all. But you should always know this. They don't get, by the time you do all that, it's already too late. When you're Denzel age and you've been sinning your whole life, it's too late, Denzel. So what am I saying? Let's keep it going. He's not going to duck this smoke, not never. All right? Because he's with the family of Hollywood, Black Hollywood. All right? So we know how they get down, Denzel. What else we know? Hey, Denzel, if you didn't do nothing, you know what happens. You know the procedure. But Denzel, only thing we're saying, nothing is a fact. Why was your name mentioned by a woman that said she was a minor when she saw you with your pants down? So until you address that, Denzel, you will keep getting the fiery smoke. You're going to keep getting it, and it's not going to stop because you didn't address it. You guys don't hit live buttons. You still, no, you guys don't give real professional statements. You don't give real press conferences. You guys keep thinking you're going to address real issues by posting. No, because for those who don't get it, you will get it again. Let's go, because it's funny to me. That's right. See, all this stuff with Denzel started a while ago, y'all, for those who don't know. And they were already trained. See, this is why all the celebrities are getting buried. I'm going to give you the first reason why they're getting buried. Because from day one, they thought that this Diddy stuff was just going to be another trending topic that makes a smash. Everybody laughs, jokes, get their content on, and then it just goes away. This is what they thought in 2023, y'all. We are now going back to 2023. It's going to be 2 years. Hopefully, a lot of y'all wasted y'all life. All right? Hopefully. Because that was the plan. And the plan was by that Diddy trial, most of y'all will be gone. Why? By the Diddy trial, October. That will be approximately 2 years since the Cassie video. It will be 2 years. And then by that, when Diddy get his time, you're going to be getting your time. And you're going to get to judge your life and see where you at in life. And then ask yourself, are you going to make it to 2026? Because this fall winter, it's going to be a real winner. But let's get back to this. Because I told you already what's going to happen, y'all. It's shocking my mind. So it's going to be 2 years. They tried to play the celebrity game. What? Just be quiet. Shh, it'll blow over. But it didn't. This woman came out of nowhere. They didn't see it coming. She had stories about when she was a minor trafficked by a man that she married. He had her going over other countries, all this stuff. Now, mind you, like I said, all allegations, ain't gonna say none of it's a fact. But everything she's saying, the name she's saying, Diddy, Denzel, saying she taking certain locations with certain undergrounds and back to it. Like that museum, when they was at the Met Gala, that museum, she talking about being taken a place like that. Get it? But no, it's just talk, right? Okay. The thing is this. Back then, 2 years ago, I said it's over for the ass, and I said it's not going to stop. Then we sat and watched them keep playing the game of everything's okay. Not me, nothing to see here. All eyes on Diddy. Mind you, but since then, the views against Denzel is in the millions. The views against him. Why? Because there has been videos made for over 2 years straight. I checked yesterday. They still going in on Shannonsharpe, y'all. That's why I tell you. It's never going to stop. Every day is freshly updated. So, when you see this right here, Sin City Underground, the memes are the clues for those y'all know this by now. So, you ask Denzel why he did not address none of this stuff. And why is he talking to us about he don't care about followers? He don't care about influencers. He only care about God. Why he saying that now, y'all? When I ain't know what he did. He tried to escape it once. He tried to escape it twice. He got heckled on the red carpet. Everybody knows, y'all. Every single person knows. So that's why he has to make a black movie with black Spike Lee, and hopefully the blacks forgive him or the blacks don't know what's going on. That's all it's about, y'all. That's all it's about. You can't be canceled if you haven't signed in. That's Denzel smart mouth. You can't be canceled if you haven't signed in, meaning I don't be on social media anyway. They can't cancel me. Who cares anyway? That's what he's trying to say. Meanwhile, Denzel, ain't nobody trying to cancel you, bro. You got allegations against you that you didn't address. And we also know it could be more than once. Well, why is it saying this, Denzel? He will go down. Denzel can't hide. Mind you, y'all, this been going on throughout the years. So here's your proof Denzel can't hide. He what? Has to address it now. He has to fight. He's fighting, y'all. How you know he's fighting? You just heard TD Jakes mention his name. TD Jakes over probably on speed dial. They're trying to play it off like it's this. They're trying to make it like it's a lot of black haters. And there's a lot of this is the world they're portraying. It's social media haters, and they're just making up stuff, and they're just making these videos about us. And we don't know why they're making these videos about us. They don't even know what they're talking about. We only been to Diddy parties a few times. We don't do that stuff. That's their whole narrative, y'all. All of them. That's what they push. Yup. That's why I told you, man. A lot of y'all should have been ragging their ass, because that shit gonna be over anyway. That's right. Once your name is ruined, that's it. That's what I kept telling y'all. Once your name is in this algorithm, that's it. So what you're watching is the blacks trying to help Denzel. When he went on First Take, that was Stephen A. trying to help him. Denzel, we can't let you go out like this, man. Spike Lee, you put him in a movie that's trying to help him. Got to get you back, man. Also, we're going to monetize and make money off your ass too, Denzel, because you're on your way out of here. You won't make it through this next regime. You're not going to make it. Why is Denzel being canceled? Johnny come lately, y'all. They don't know what's going on. Showing you in real time. All right? This is real as hell. An old school of Denzel. And I love him for this type of thinking. Of not caring about others' negative opinions. But he needs to be careful. You very much could be canceled. I don't know what you're talking about, Denzel. But see, people don't know what's going on, y'all. They hearing the cancel talk, but they don't know what it's about. But I'm showing you that's just BET don't know, y'all. Everybody else know what's up. This is why I did. For those who don't get it, I'm crystal clear. This is why Denzel is scared to be canceled. No. The reality is, y'all, he is already canceled. I'm going to say it again, y'all. I only had to use the race game to give you clarity. He is canceled already. And I'm going to say this again. You got black and white, but guess what? Black is just a label. White is just a label. It's just a label. What if I told you it might be no such thing as white people neither? Those are just labels, y'all. That's America. America was based on a society and a system of red, white, and blue, and black and white. The black and white program is over now. All right? It's now red, white, and blue, and rainbows. That is the new America. You're going to have to accept it. All right? But don't be a pervert. Rainbow also means different races, different faces, different thinking, coming together for a brighter day of light. That is the real rainbow of diversity of America. All right? So when you understand that part, the other America is y'all. The rainbow for y'all means something else. Yeah. America for y'all means something else. America for y'all means sexual predators, sexual deviants. criminals. That's what America mean to y'all. Rainbow means sex. That's for y'all. All right? So that's why the whole trial, you kept getting visions of Diddy trial. 1 minute they show you the drugs. 1 minute they show you the sex toys. Sean Kingston, they letting you know he's freaky and he's a criminal. Because that's what plagued the country. And when I say criminal, that means all people. We seen regular people become deviants. I meant to post it. I was rushing. Family, it was just a pilot of Southwest Airlines just being arrested for drunk driving. They caught his ass trying to fly the plane, smelling like liquor. Yes, that's America now, y'all. The land of idiots. This is why we talking about this common sense movement had to come back. But Denzel trying to catch clout. So when they say, yo, I rock with Denzel, they saying that because he trying to push this narrative. Denzel hopping on the bandwagon, y'all. With so many things coming back in style, I can't wait till morals and principles come back and intelligence become a trend again. Then I already tell you it's going back to reading books, all that. I said, family, the world is going back to you got to find your own fun. You got to find your own hobbies. You got to find the things that make you happy. It's going back to how it used to be. I already told you that when I said social media is lame now. Social media is the target. I told you all these things. It's all going to be cleaned up. Like I said, social media ain't over. It's going to be cleaned up. You know what? I'm going to keep telling you, it's only one department that's over, y'all. It's only one department. That's the proof I'm giving you every day. Every single day, I'm giving you the proof. All right? That's why I say live documentaries, y'all. But you're going to see. Denzel had nothing to say, y'all. Now it's out of control. All right? It's out of control. He knows it. Denzel knows he can't sit back. So, Denzel, why did these people all around the world make videos on you for 2 years straight? For one, if it ain't true, okay, it ain't true. But for two, why you didn't say nothing? Why you didn't been deny it? Why did you do everything to go around it? All you had to do in 2023, what was the first thing you said out your mouth to get away from this stuff? This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. To get away from Diddy, the first thing he said in his mouth was, he put out a story y'all all saw. Denzel storms out of Diddy parties. Why did he put that story out? To make it look like he was never with Diddy, he went against him. Now, he knew he'd been to the parties. He knew it was proof. He knew it was a fact, witnesses, but that was his way to get away from the shit. Denzel had beef with Diddy and stormed out. Doing homework. What did I tell you? He's lying. Why? No such thing as storming out of Diddy parties. No such thing as that. Why? That would be disrespect. For two, industry parties. Certain people going to be there. You ain't walking, leaving nothing. You got to know the devil leave. No, you're not. Who else said what he said? Nick Cannon. Then you're going to see Denzel said that to go on with his career. He said that because he knew he had that Gladiator 2. He had to go on with his career, y'all. So he made a lie saying he balked on Diddy at the crib. But what Denzel didn't know, I had already said. Once Diddy goes to jail, anybody with a story after that is a liar. So who's the first to tell a lie? Denzel. Diddy's locked up. He's the first one to make up a story. No. Why? What was the proof? Well, I already told all of y'all, clue by clue. I said, if this man, the diddler, was out from 2023 to 2024 and nobody said nothing, denied him, if Denzel would have been real. If after Diddy smacked Cassie, dragged her, if he would have said it after that, I stormed out a Diddy party back then because I didn't like the way he was getting down. If Diddy was free and he said that was real. No. He didn't. They didn't start. Him, Nick Cannon, Jamie Foxx did not start talking till that man got put in them cuffs. Right after that, Jamie Foxx Netflix special. Did he try to push her in my drink? Terrence Howard. Did he try to get me? After he's in jail. Before that, shh. But the whole time, all of them getting this smoke right here. Whole time, all of them getting smoked out. They say nothing. So did he go to jail? So to get in front of this the first time, Denzel says he stormed out a Diddy party. But as we know what happened, y'all, it didn't stop. So Denzel just tried to play quiet. He had a carpet event. He got heckled. So he knows what's up, y'all. But he's gonna try to front. Now he's playing a card of, man, they idiots. Man, they haters. The people making these videos, people believe in that shit, man, they stupid. I don't believe followers. I don't listen to followers or influencers. I don't care about social media. They can't cancel me. Now he's saying that, y'all, because he has nothing left to stand on at all. But when I tell you it's all of them, no. Denzel, as of now, the truth of Denzel is he has the worst allegation on him. He was called out by a alleged eyewitness, and he did not challenge it, say nothing. Now, family, we know everything does not have to be addressed. But when somebody accuses you of being with your pants down in a situation, and she said she was a minor, and they said they had a woman on the table. They had somebody on the table. That's what she said. He did not address that, y'all. That's something you have to address. Because she said she was a damn minor, y'all. That somebody brought her there as a pick. Get it? But you also know now, Raven Simone at the parties, Bow Wow, Diddy's kids, B2K. Get it? You got to understand the child atmosphere. Because it's child stars there as well at these parties. It's all together. Everything we proved already, y'all. Proved everything. A Diddy party, all white party, everybody there. I showed you the models at the, I said, that's a model. Showed you the youngsters right there. Showed you everything at the party. Everything been in our face, y'all. But the thing is this, nobody challenged her. It was just this, shh, shh. Picks and favorites, Jaguar Wright. She was a singer. Talk about Jaguar, don't talk about Ali Carter. Meanwhile, Ali Carter videos got more views and all of this shit because she been slaying them, and she ain't the only one doing it. It's not about her. It's that she came out of her own, but she started a movement. People around the world heard her story. The same people that heard Piers Morgan. The same people got behind her. So when I tell you this shit comes from around the world, the whole world is behind Ali Carter. She got people in Europe behind her all over because everybody looks at America like Hollywood, Black Hollywood was abusing Americans, abusing minors. See, the country looks at it as they minor abusers. No. The country and around the world is not mad at them for nothing else, except for their biggest allegation that they are minor abusers. And Hollywood is abusive of women, period. But the Diddy trial was the abuse of the men. But it's all being blamed and shifted on BT. And everybody else getting away from it. When I told you, all the other celebs, Brad Pitt, Leonardo, Robert De Niro, they got movies coming out soon. They're working on stuff right now as we speak. As we speak. You're watching this side be crushed, and the other side is elevating. That's what's happening, y'all. But you have to remember they brought on themselves. This is the end of Hollywood. Didn't I tell you all the clues in this shit? Never saw this one. See Denzel history with Diddy? They're showing you the history, the track record. Showing you the history and the track record. Is not Cuba Gooding Jr. in trouble with Diddy? Was he not with him, an actor? No. It's not about now. People not looking at that. You're looking at Denzel, old man Denzel, but you're not looking at all the stuff he did before he got where he at. Whether he slipped up, whether he was high out of his mind, you're not looking at that. People like him, LeBron, all of the smart ones know. Keep your face off camera. Stay out the news. Meanwhile, they was around, but they wasn't on camera a lot. They stayed out the way. They was in the VIP sections. You forget these parties got VIP. No, Denzel been down with the team for a long time. Yes. But the only thing is this. Y'all know Jay-Z got accused of a room behavior. That's one thing. That's not proof. Meaning that was words. Denzel might not be no proof. But this woman said she was about of that age when she saw him. Now, he did not address it, y'all, at all. At all. He didn't even say it's fake. He didn't say nothing. So now you'll see that he's talking shit, but he's still doing Broadway plays. And he's talking shit to fans now. He's low-key calling fans stupid and idiots. That's really what he's saying, and fans are incompetent. This is why he's trying to slick talking about he can't wait till common sense come back. Denzel is talking about morals and respect. With so many things coming back in style, I can't wait until morals, respect, and intelligence become a trend again. Saying y'all chase every other trending topic that's ignorant, whatever. Can't wait till smarts come back, intelligence. They stupid anyway. That's like what he's trying to say. Now he's saying that, y'all. Now, not before. Even though he did not address this. So I'm just giving y'all all the clarity because you're going to keep watching Denzel rot. He's going to rot, y'all. Denzel with the team, y'all. So now he's going to do about it. Now, let's once again look at coincidence. Let's look at the coincidences. Is it a coincidence? Jay-Z was accused of going in rooms. Denzel was accused of going in rooms. Jay-Z career over with, meaning nothing good going to come about of it. Same thing, Denzel. The end of an era, y'all. End of an era. Just showing you how long back Denzel go back with them. He's family, too. He's also family, y'all. He's with the team. All right? Just that he was able to stay out the light. But once again, the two pillars, period. See them with the black and white? Two pillars. One side, the music. Other side, the acting. This is where BT starts and ends at. So once again, we have new people. They are the reason why it's all over. And they're both in the same exact jail. And they're both the check writers. And it's no way you're going to shake nobody out right now that didn't go through one of those doors, don't know them, didn't party with them, or don't know their behavior 100%. All right? Don't forget, in some communities, it's normal. Let's break it down. I didn't do shit to nobody, but Diddy's my uncle. I know everything he does. Am I still innocent? Am I still innocent? I love my uncle, but I know everything my uncle does. Am I guilty too? I didn't do nothing. That's Black Hollywood, y'all. That's Black entertainment. That's everybody in your fucking face. All right? So, just to give you the clarity, y'all, because you're going to keep watching the smoke. Let's go. Halleberry. We got a show, y'all. We got another show. We got another one. They've been busted open. But I will say this. I did not know Halleberry was 60. I just said the other day, this woman that look good at 60. She's 60 years old, y'all. Also to prove we at the end of an era. What else to prove, y'all? They were lying about ages. This means when a lot of us were teenagers, she was already in her 30s. Halle is 60, y'all. It's a lot of things within this. She's an old woman that's 60, can't keep a man. She's also being portrayed as a freak, because I told you, they got to be freaky to the day they die. And she's also represents the unfit mother, because the narrative is the parenting sucked. You're going to see the pattern. Remy Ma Papoose, parenting. You're going to keep seeing it. Yandy, Mendici, this kid, dysfunction, divorce. You're going to keep seeing it. Yeah, they're going to look good, but the secret is they're going to be sex toys. They're going to get freaked out, and in the end, they ain't going to have nothing. That's right, and everybody's going to take their turn like a doorknob. Why am I showing her? You better smack yourself if you think Harvey ain't getting under that. They always in on putting her in Monsters Ball to get her to bend it over. But if you know about Swordfish, they got her to sell out first in that. That was first to show her titties. And after that, they got her to bend it over. Yeah. What else you going to see? Since Halleberry busted open, she was not important after that. She made movies after that, but she was not important after that. Ask me what movie of hers I watched after Monsters Ball. All right? But no, y'all, they've been giving us some good looks. All right? You're watching how Stella got a groove back. See the island? I ain't mad. Hey, I'm not mad at no older woman that want to do what they do. But I'm just showing you Halleberry what she got to do, what she doing. Not her career, not her movie. She busting it open. Because her ex, David Justin, been slaying her ass. Yes, no. Halleberry is pitiful, y'all. She's on child support. She's an unfit mother. That's the image, y'all. No, but at 60, no, she still can get that smoke. But I do know the truth. Yes, this is granny porn. Yes, it is. But the one thing I'll say about Halleberry, And the rest of the older women that still got it. At least we know for a fact they woman. That's why I ain't mad. This the question, bro. Would you hit 60-year-old Halle Berry? Or would you hit a chick that's 35 with a BBL? Which one would you pick? Halle Berry at 60? Or a woman that's 27 with a BBL? Which one is it? So, this motivation for the 60-year-old. But it's not just that, y'all. You see the pattern, right? Remember last week we looked at Linnell busted open? No, they all had to bust it open. Then I show you Gayle King? All of them busted open at 60, 50. If I ask you in other departments, you ain't going to see that. Any of them co-stars from The View doing it? You see Nancy Grace doing it? I could go through the list. This what y'all going to do. No, y'all. The blacks are the freaks of the industry. That's who they were. That was their job. Period. Everything bad was them. That's what they signed up for. You think a black and white checkerboard, they signed up to be the black pieces, the bad guys. What she get an award for, y'all? Being a slut. What Denzel Washington get an award for? Being a piece of shit. We all know this. That's the Hollywood rules always been in your face. That's what they got the Oscars for, and I got them in the same episode together because they trending at the same time. Both, when history is rewritten, they both got Oscars for their dirtiest role, not their best movie, their dirtiest movie, because it's all backwards. So, when I tell you they're going to work to the day they die, is Denzel Washington still not working? When he bragged to us talking about he got Oscars, I've been doing this 30 years, but Denzel, you're still working, guy. Do you guys ever get to retire and enjoy your money? So I also know when you're an actor, you work more. Why? You got to remember your roles first. Then you got to act it out. Y'all don't never get time to be yourself and enjoy your life. I know what's up, y'all. We now know y'all prisoners of fame. Yup, because you can't enjoy y'all fame. Denzel, how old are you now? 70, something like that? You still working, right? Okay. Halle Berry, what you doing? You still working? Okay. You busting it open at 60. No. It's called Granny giving thirst traps, and it's okay. I'm not mad at it, y'all. I'm not. But I know the bigger picture, y'all. I know the big picture. This for everybody else to get their thrills on. Huh? This for everybody else to get their thrills on. That's what y'all don't get, see? To y'all, it's normal, but everybody else get their thrills on to y'all. You ain't going to see Oscillate. You ain't going to see Dolly Parton like that. Nope. Damn it, Kim Kardashian don't do it no more. These are facts. These are facts. What am I showing you? Let's go. Halle Berry bust over at 60. Why? She looking like she working on OnlyFans. Here's the big joke in reality of what I'm about to show y'all. Remember her? Pop. Shannonsharpe accuser turns to the Bible after leaving OnlyFans and reported multi-million settlement. Why am I showing y'all this? Because now I'm going to show you. Look at Halle Berry. Look at her. See? OnlyFans model. But that's not what I'm talking about. This woman has more money than Halle Berry. This woman has money more than them now. And she didn't act her ass off, y'all. That's what I'm trying to tell you. In reality, to this day, she is more of a star than Halle Berry. Because that's what it is. She's more famous than her right now and got more money. And didn't act her ass off. And said, I'm showing you the clue. She claims she's retiring and going to the church, the Bible, meaning she's changing her ways. No, Halle is turning up her freaky ways. This is I'm showing you the game. Clean, dirty, retire, working. Showing you the different levels of this game and the roles that must be played. She shall be forgiven for her ways. She shall be praised. Monica Lewinsky being praised right now. I think Monica Lewinsky got a podcast. Monica Lewinsky wrote a book. She's a hero. All right? Meanwhile, you're going to still be shamed because you're from that era, Halle. So, if Halle Berry don't bust it open, I told you they're not going to get no checks, y'all. If they don't bust it open, if they don't get freaky, they're not getting no money, which means no attention. You got your proof, y'all. Why am I saying that? Because you was already told. Y'all were already told this is the end of Hollywood. A while ago, didn't I tell you to get all your favorite movies back? I told you to get all your favorite music, right? All right. Let's go. Because they never coming back, y'all. Never. Nope. Why not? Because of these two guys right here. What you looking at? Look at this sorry ass shit. Offset says a joint album with Quavo is possible. Why? You're both washed up. You both tried to move on and be solo artists, but you both had to realize you're not solo artists and you need each other, but you don't want to accept your time is up. I'm the one that been told people, Offset, your career was over with 2 years ago. You and your wife's career was over with 2 years ago. I told the world. I told him Quavo career over with. I told him your label been finished. That's Lil Baby. Throw him in there too. Throw Young Miami in there too. See, the clue is Young Miami, but y'all didn't get it. No, all of their careers over with. Because they my proof that what? They only been living through social media. I showed you them clowns going to WWF. Why they still irrelevant? Or why are they relevant? Because of the bloggers, because of Instagram. Y'all world is Instagram. Without Instagram, y'all don't exist. And by the time Fox finished taking all the bloggers' job, I saw all real media networks posting their shit just like bloggers now. I saw Entertainment News doing it. TMZ does it. I'm going to tell y'all again. Bloggers. Check it out. This for y'all. They're coming for all of y'all spots. They're coming to out blog y'all. Out professional y'all. Yeah, they're coming to clean up the Instagram, Facebook timeline. Yup. Then I tell you, I'm going to kiss their ass goodbye. And it's not a coincidence, man. No, they're coming to compete. No, not compete. They're coming to smash. I'm not even going to play with y'all. TMZ, Entertainment News, Page 6. All these big entertainment platforms that were existing before, they're coming to take all platforms over. They're coming to crush the bloggers. It's like I said they was. When I tell you in a time of real news, verified companies. That's why you will see they covering this Denzel story and posting it like they're bloggers. See the Fox News? This when they this what y'all get. I'm gonna break it down to y'all. This how crafty media. When I said media is all levels, y'all, I'm gonna show you how crafty media is. Fox News, CNN, major network on cable. They got the news on the cable. They got their news platforms on free TV. They got all their news platforms on cable TV. Fox News, Fox Live. It's about 5 different Foxes. Then what else they got? Their content channel, YouTube. Then they got what else? For Instagram, blogging. That's their blogging media. See? Instagram. Told you, man, all platforms. They coming to knock out all the janky bloggers, y'all, because I told you it's a hit on black entertainment on every level, and they're not going to stop it. Nothing they're going to do. Nope, because it's going to be more. See how crystal clear it is? It's going to be more clear, more professional. Don't get it twisted to the cheat code. I'm telling you what's happening. You know what's happening? They watched all that blog money. All those bloggers make money, but a lot of them make money over lying, misinformation, favoritism, trying to keep their favorites going, trying to keep liars going. LeBron James. I told you everybody's going down. They know black entertainment protects its own, co-signs its own, cover up its own, lie on its own. So this is why they all gonna be slaves, y'all. I'm just giving you the clue. All of these media outlets are now blogging. So what does that mean? Hey, you better get you a job being a blogger with Fox, because that's what they're coming for. I told you they coming to destroy it all. Yep. So I gotta go here real quick. Now don't forget, Halle Berry. You see it for yourself, y'all. See? What's the difference between her and OnlyFans model? Ha. Nothing. Knows the difference? She got more money than Halle Berry now, and she did not act her ass off. Now, if that shit with Shannon was an act, she did a hell of a job. But all you got to know is she's richer than celebrities now. She's richer than Terrence Howard. Last time we checked, he was down to $4 million. She's doing better than Bashir from Empire. Oh, what else? Let me not skip over. Let me slow it down for y'all. The new campaign is coming, y'all. It's actually started already. All right, the new campaign has started. Let's go. The new campaign has started on Birdman. Surviving Birdman is now out. Yes, the campaign against Birdman. See that? Ali Carter spoke on Young Jock. Y'all forgot Young Jock signed to Diddy. Oh, Young Jock on the radio, huh, Atlanta? No, I told you Diddy runs Atlanta. That's right. Run that shit. Diddy behind Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, all that shit. Tell you. So look, it has started back up, y'all. But now, Surviving Birdman is in effect. See that? Young Jock, Diddy, Denzel, Birdman. Why is Denzel in that picture? Why? No, y'all. The biggest exposure has happened in your lifetime. The biggest revelation of a nation of people that behaved a certain way for 30 years plus. Really way beyond that. But we're talking about this last 30-year period. When I say it was a prison, y'all, it was come on in, y'all. Oh, y'all, come on. Participate, have fun. Come on. But when it was all said and done, y'all, it was the biggest trap ever set. You know what it's called? It was just like if you let your kids throw this party, but you let them just have this, hey, y'all straight, fuck the house up, whatever. You just let them keep going. Then when it's all over with, you lay down the discipline. You say, you know what? You ain't having no more parties. That's what you're watching, y'all. Only thing in this big party, a lot of them going to end bad. A lot of them going to definitely end broke. About 70% of them going to be broke. Only the ones with the big names going to sustain. But all their fame going to be gone. Their face is going to be shamed. They're not going to get no big money for no big brands. They're not going to be on TV no more for no brands. They're not going to be on TV for nothing. This is why I told you why the internet is now their prison. Also, the trick of it was, see how Young Jock is on the radio? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Y'all guys are going to stick. Y'all only are going to be where people can listen to y'all, not see you. Because seeing is influencing, seeing is following. No, they can listen. But when they're listening to y'all, y'all going to push these ads and revenue. That's how y'all will now make y'all money off commercials. To the day y'all die, you will make money off commercials. Period. Whether it's YouTube monetization or radio monetization, whether it's somebody watching commercials during Netflix, that is your only source of income to this day. That is what y'all going to do. That's what it is for every single face. And the rest of them, yeah, just like shout out to the dialogue. They be tapped in. Y'all saw the new thing he got with Bokeem Woodbine, right? From Dead Presidents. The actor. The actor tell him how he moved to Hawaii. And he's talking about how he woke up one day in the pandemic and realized it's time to leave LA. But I know the truth. Didn't I tell you they all leaving LA? They all had to leave? That shit, you can't afford that shit, y'all. No jobs. I've been trying to tell Black Hollywood 3 years ago. They didn't listen. They was trained away for jobs. They didn't know that strike was the end of them. So he moved to Hawaii. Didn't I tell you they moved to Vegas? He moved to Hawaii. They all been moving, y'all. They don't live in Hollywood. For one, it's too expensive. They're not getting no real money. You gonna keep paying for all this shit? A lot of them lived in these $30,000, $50,000 a month cribs. A year at least $3 million. They were living in stuff like that. They had to go, y'all. Period. Many different reasons why they had to go. So when he explained why he lived in Hawaii, it might be true. He telling the truth. But I know, no, you had to move to Hawaii, bro. You had to move. He said he been out there 5 years. Other day, I just said, look, y'all, it's 5 years since the pandemic that quick. Because for Hollywood, it was the worst. This is why I'm trying to tell you why a lot of them are broke now. When you look at Offset and Quavo on these people, everybody did not have no money to just sit on their ass and make it through 5 years. Hell no. Denzel and them had money like that, but it don't matter how much money you had like Jay-Z and them. You had to spend money for 5 years out your pocket and not making a lot back. That's the thing that been kicking their ass. That's what people not getting with Shannonsharpe and the rest of them. They were not able to make the same money in these years. They've been losing money, spending money. People like halleberry, see? Let's look at the common sense of this. Halleberry was not that rich where she could take off all those years. So look at it like this. This is what they didn't think, y'all. When you know Halleberry had took off from her career, the kids, chilling. But she don't know the role's going to stop. One day they just going to stop. Now you sit in the crib having kids. Holly, you on child support. You've been sitting back, spending your money, enjoying your life. Now you on child support, but you have not been making no money throughout those years. It's like you just been, okay, y'all, you got the money. You got $2 million. But you've been dipping in your stash for 2-3 years straight. Your shit ain't $2 million no more. Yeah, you got money, but you like, damn, look all the shit I spent. That's them. Still got to pay their bills, workers, taxes. Every year they got to kick off the millions for them taxes. It kicks their ass after a while if they not working, y'all. So I know why they had to downgrade, why they had to move. Some of them moving to islands. They moving to different places, y'all. They moving in apartments, lofts. They doing different stuff because the thing with them is they hiding it because they embarrassed, y'all. I told you, it's only one community that's embarrassed, y'all. Other stars don't care. They don't care what you think of them. If they broke, they don't care. It's them, y'all. See the picture? Diddy, Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber goes back. They all was together. Sean Kingston. Go back to the picture. Why they got Oprah in the picture? Because Oprah was around too. Denzel was around too. See that? That's supposed to be Ali Carter with Pop right there, y'all. In that little picture. Now look. Now let me show you how long this shit been going on, y'all, for people that don't get it. Saw him drugging gas. Being that I've been covering this for a minute, for those who don't know, these are all different entities doing these videos, right? This is one people that do it. These are another people that do it. And then you got even more than that, but I'm showing you the main ones. Them right here. See? They are the main ones. So I'm telling you, let's go back. Let's go. See? Saw him drugging guests, giving us clues. Denzel been there a lot. Denzel been around. You see that picture of Denzel and Diddy right there, right? Throughout the decades, y'all. You see that party environment, right? Okay. They partied a lot. Just so happened, this woman said she saw him at a goddamn party. All right? Look at the little picture right there, y'all. Next to Ali Carter, that's Denzel. Her with Tupac. That's supposed to be her when she was young. She been around the industry since she was young. At a certain age, she was married, and the guy had her doing a lot of stuff. That's alleged when she saw Denzel. But now she didn't say it. Like I said, I don't know if they did nothing. She didn't say all that, but I'm showing you how they see. They got Diddy with Kim Porter. So just like they had Kim Porter young, y'all, they get them all young, y'all. That's what people don't get. They get them all young. They had Kim Porter young. They had Kamara Lee young. So now you seeing, right? Diddy had her. So now you seeing that. Look at the date. December 22nd, 2023. So Denzel, why you didn't fight this back then? You thought it was going to blow over. This year makes 2 years this shit been going on, y'all, which is my proof they're never coming back. It is more of this in the internet than any of their works. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you in a Ferrari, but the lane is clogged up with cars that break down, hoopties, trucks, cars that blow smoke. Meaning you're not going to get on your journey, Denzel, because your algorithm is clogged up. All your good shit, your good pieces are now clogged up with all this dirty filth on you, bro. And there's nothing you're going to do about it because the world knows. So I'm showing you again, Fox News know. Media companies know. They have research. They know what's what. That's why they getting in on this shit. They get. I don't follow anybody. I follow God. Why is Fox News posting Denzel shit? Denzel Washington on influencers. He's talking to social media people like me. He say, I don't care about none of y'all. Why is Fox covering that? Why the hell is Fox even covering this shit? Who is Denzel talking to? And why he talking to influencers? Why? Because he know influencers are the ones cooking his ass. Mainly TikTok. Fox knows too, y'all. This is why I'm giving y'all the illustration of everybody knows. And this is why I get to show y'all these two worlds. Where it's a world of fake shit, make-believe, fantasy, because people don't realize, don't care, whatever. And I show you other people furious, get them out of here. They're disgusting, they're nasty. I can't wait till they all gone. All right, let's go. Now I got to go into this sensitive talk real quick, because when I tell you this country based on race, it was the code of how it was established. It was a big game being played. So I want you to understand this too. This is the joke about America. It's the home of black and white racism, but it's also the home of what? Race mixing. See? It's all a big game, y'all. So just to fast forward to y'all real quick, I want to show y'all how it's people that don't let the race stuff go away. So they was having a conversation and somehow slavery came up. Why? Because some of the Smithsonian certain things. I'm going to tell you like this. You know how the Confederate statues got taken down? It is something where 47 is going to be taking away certain things of the civil rights era, certain things of a certain background. Not everything, just some things. Now, it went into some racist conversation about slavery. Now, only two things they said on national TV, something I said, I'm only doing it for that. 2025, you must become smarter. When I say stuff like, it's not about certain people, it's not about y'all no more. You ran with that narrative of slavery for so long, or sympathy, pity, whatever. You wouldn't let it go. Which one is it? Which one is it? One hand, people want to be respected as these individuals. But then on the other hand, they don't want to let slavery go. So this was an argument about monuments being taken down and certain things being put to rest. Why am I saying that? For one, those people were not the main ones in slavery. What they jackass don't get, they was the last ones in slavery, not the first, and not the only ones. I must tell these jackasses again, the whole world has been in bondage. You pick a nation, you pick a race, you pick a religion. But the difference is, it is only one people that never got over it. It became their reality. It became their everyday life. It became their motivation. It became their inspiration. It became their conversation across the nation. For how long now? 100 years plus. Man, I told you, they're the main ones are the hypocrites of the planet. If they would have also knew the Bible that they were raised in, the idiots would have known many of races been in bondage. Because the whole concept of bondage come from anytime it was war, anytime somebody got conquered, if you were spared, you got put in bondage. If you didn't get slayed, if you did not die by the sword, if you did not die by the gun, you were going to get put in some cuffs. And that was how it was going to go down. That was for every nation. Everyone, pick one. Sorry, thing is, you don't know your own history. Let me slow it up. You don't know your own history, and you don't know world history. You don't know nothing. That's why your charges are, you have the biggest mouth, you are the biggest hypocrites, and now you will be the most embarrassed. And this is why you will be the most dragged. And this is why you will be the most cut off from the roots. That's what you watching, y'all. It's a reason for all this stuff. Now, okay, what I'm going to tell you straight up. You guys are complaining about statues. You know how many statues are here in this country in your favor, but you don't go visit them? You don't go watch them? You don't go see them? They got the scoreboard. They got analytics. You guys don't go to D.C., see the Martin Luther King monument like that. You guys talk a lot. When I said what? People around the country never even been to D.C. Y'all talk black talk. How many of y'all been to the Smithsonian? How many of y'all been to the African American Museum to support it? How many of y'all went to see the Martin Luther King monument with your own eyes? This is why you just talk. Secrets of America on this channel. I've showed you many of monuments in this country. Of natives, many people. Big, gigantic statues all over. You even got statues of Frederick Douglass all over. Does anybody pay homage to them? Does anybody acknowledge them? No, y'all statue now is George Floyd's statue. That is y'all statue. The other one's coming down. All right? Now, which do you want? Are you guys going to let go of slavery? Or you going to keep it going? What do you guys want? Would you prefer a big-ass statue the size of a Statue of Liberty? Of Kunta Kinte getting his ass whipped? Would y'all like that? Would you like for every city a man getting a picture of a man with his head under a guillotine bent over to keep slavery going? Would you like a statue of some people picking cotton? What the fuck do y'all want? Do you want to let it go or do you want to glorify? Which one is it? Pick one. Because I'm going to show you how y'all going to keep looking crazy on national TV bipolar. So guess what? The man on TV had to check this person and tell him, you know only 2% of whites had slaves in the country? Why? Because they still don't get to have slaves. You had to be rich. Let me make it clear for you. Let's talk race. How many white people own businesses to this day? How many white people own businesses? Is it a large percentage? Is it all of them? Is it 90% of them? 80%? How many? Well, when you understand that slavery was a business at that time, everybody didn't have slave because slave cost the goddamn $3 grand a slave, $1,500 to $3 grand a slave. Everybody didn't have slaves. Plus, if you know your history, you know white people was also in bondage called what? Indentured servants. They had to do what? Work for free 7 years. Then they got property. It also was blacks under what? Indentured servants. Yes, indentured servant was a program. Yes. Many other races and nations under that program. All colors. Yes. But see, it was no such thing as Walmart. It was called a plantation. Hey, does all white people own Walmarts to this day? No. You had to be rich to own slaves, y'all. Everybody was not a slave owner. So when you do your real history, you'll see it was not even that many plantations. You want to think about slave owners? Think about how many mansions it is in America. Is it a lot of mansions in America? Meaning, think of your city, think of all the buildings, houses, and think of the mansions. Is it more mansions than houses? No. That's how slavery was, y'all. You only had slaves if you were rich. You know what they call to this day? Butlers, maids, gardeners, farmers. That's all it was, y'all. That's all it was. Hopefully, you're going to do some real research and do your homework because you're going to miss this new world of diversity. You guys at the bottom, I told you, race is what place you're going to finish in because every single thing can be proven now. But you won't go prove it. You won't do research. You're just going to keep talking, embarrassing yourself. All right, this is what's happening around the world now, y'all. This shit is not a game no more. Everybody knows the truth except for them. This is why I'm giving you the proof of the BT world that did not advance. They did not advance on no level. Educational-wise, they had the biggest thing in their hand of information. They had a library in their hand, a college. They won't use it, y'all. They only use it for bad. Whatever their eyes and hands touch, it will only be bad. All right? This is why they banned from the world of intelligence, y'all. Everybody's not intelligent going to be wiped out one way or another. No. You're going to be wiped out by AI. Artificial intelligence is to wipe out everybody that's not intelligent. That's what it's for. Let me give you a clue. AI right here. All right? Let's go. No, y'all, we pass all that. See? But companies don't move. People don't make a name. Things don't keep going unless it's the race card. Why? Family, I don't got to have no content. I can come on this channel every day with a racial topic, and dummies will come. Yes, they will. It won't do me no good, but a bunch of dummies will pull up every day. That's right, because they still don't get it. All right, let's go. I'm gonna say it again, y'all. When you pushing your point now, you just gotta have facts. Your opinions are your opinions, but you gotta have facts. Not having facts make yourself look incompetent and so stupid. Because y'all, every single nation, pick one, has been in slavery. Every single one. Whether it was called prisoner of war, no, everybody has been in slavery, y'all. It's things happen in history that never happened to certain people. It's certain people could tell you right now, their whole community was slaughtered in one day. They had their babies' heads stomped out. They got their whole neighborhood thrown in the fire. This is real talk. It's way more horrific stuff that happened. You guys are still crying about a boat and still crying about how you got taken to this place by the British, even though it was more y'all than them. Y'all never fought. We have no records. Y'all fighting back. No. Y'all did it to yourself. Then y'all cried about it for 150 years, got your freedom, got everything you wanted. So 100 years later, proved that y'all dropped the ball. Y'all not to be taken serious. Why? Y'all were freed and then put yourself back in slavery. It's called prison. It's called contract. It's called oath and pledges. Y'all did it to yourself. See that? Boxers did it to themselves. Why am I showing you this? Because I just showed you Evander Holyfield only has $1 million left, y'all. You know how much money they make? Super fighting, 92. Teenage days. That's why I told you we grew up, we was into that boxing shit, man. But look, Evander Holyfield, $1 million. Now I'm going to show you Riddick Bowe, who we fought. Riddick Bowe can't even talk no more. Barely could walk. Riddick Bowe right there in orange. See that? It always ends bad for them, y'all. Broke and broken down. See that? No, life is playing out, y'all. It's playing out. I'm gonna ask you again. Y'all ain't noticing that pattern? It's like the people that was supposed to be so healthy in sports, now they the ones the most broke down and getting sick. Deion Sanders sick. He supposed to be this guy that played baseball and football. He's so healthy. Why I'm getting sick like this, y'all, to the highest level? He can't even talk. Why? They the one that knowledge boxing come from slavery. They showed you that in what? The Django. Master made them do everything. I've been pretty out damn near everything you watching come from slavery. Yes, it does. UFC, all that. But only difference is Master has some of them fighting to the end. Yup. Betting on that shit. Slave owners get together. You know, they all rich. Mansions, y'all, they rich. They get together. My slave gonna fight your slave. We betting on that. And that's what they did. That's where all that shit come from, y'all. Y'all were raised to go against each other. That's the code of this shit. It's not a game. It's the truth. Y'all were breeded. Y'all the only people. You see that difference when I talk about slavery? The only difference in slavery, y'all were the most recently breeded with this behavior. But no, y'all were raised to fight each other. They made y'all fight. What else? Hump each other. So that's why to this day, y'all the number one slaughterers of each other and the number one sexual violations of each other. Y'all, when y'all be violated sexually, it don't be white people doing that to y'all. That's what y'all don't get, racist people. That's why I told y'all the joke's on y'all. Y'all have not been getting touched on by white people. White people did not touch y'all. No. The proof of this is y'all are the main destroyers of yourself. Did you know you guys did more destruction to yourself than the Klan and Nazis put together throughout the decades? Did you know that? Did you know out of all people, of all races, all nations, y'all the only people that will be written in history that destroyed yourself? Y'all the only ones. No, the Romans didn't go around stabbing each other up with no, they didn't do that. Nobody did that. The Zulus didn't run around Africa killing themselves with spears. The natives, no, this is what y'all did to yourself. And was proud of it. Proud of it, y'all. That is BT. That is why y'all time is up, y'all. I can't make it no clearer than that. I want everybody to have clarity to know this ain't no hate. Life gonna move on with or without you. All right? So like I said, Claressashields, Remy Ma. We know who Claressashields is. Why I say that? Claressashields didn't run up on Remy Ma. Why? Because Remy Ma says something about she wished she would have ran up on her, something like that. But I also told you all this shit is what? Manufactured. And what else? She is now more of a celebrity than Remy Ma. No, Remy Ma. First of all, we know what's up. But second of all, the reality is you ain't run up anyway. You know, all of this shit is just a script for social media. I said from the beginning, y'all might have been having threesomes. But on top of that, if it is real like that, it's a lot of reasons why you ain't gonna run up. You're gonna talk online, but no, you will get your shit punched in. Yes. She won't whip my ass. Hey, I know how to block. She might get some hits off, but at least I know how to block. For real, she ain't gonna knock my head off. She probably catch my shit up, though. Fuck my shit up. Yeah, she probably will. But she ain't gonna knock me out. Hell no. Nah. But I know a lot of dudes, she'll knock their ass out. Yes, she will. And she definitely knock Remy ass out. And Papoose. She'll knock both of their ass out. What else going on? They calling Papoose broke. Yes, they are, y'all. Let's go. Clocked and cleared. Claressashields claps back at critics claiming Papoose doesn't have a job. See Shade Room? I told you. They are the ones that keep these sagas going. It's not real news. It's just, I'm giving you the clues and the proof of the underworld now. This is underworld shit. Huh? If Shade Room ain't never talk about Denzel getting accused of fucking with minors, that's your proof. They ain't never told you shit. If Shade Room ain't telling you Denzel getting this smoke because his career over with, that's your proof. They ain't tell you shit. Huh? Only manufactured news. Why? When I'm a celebrity and I need a story, I give it to Shade Room. That's how it work, y'all. All right? This is called low-level news, y'all. This ain't about shit. But I'm going to show it to you. Let's go. It's difficult to pinpoint Papoose' exact net worth because he got fucked up money. In 2025, based on publicity, available information, especially from Forbes, which hasn't released specific figures for individuals, rappers like him. Let's say it again. Forbes does not release specific figures of money for individual rappers like him. Why? He's not a fucking rapper. Why? He's a social media sensation. For one, he never was a What's up, y'all? I'm back. So what I had to do is I had to sign off. I had to go on the phone, y'all. I don't know what happened. Things might be offline right now, setting up. I have no clue, but I'm gonna go ahead and close this live down. I was at the end anyway, y'all. We at the end anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and close it down. Yeah, to make sure we ain't missed nothing. We was at the end. Remy Ma and them look, man, their careers are over because of Fat Joe. I'm gonna just speed it up for y'all. All right, their careers over with because of Fat Joe. It always was. Fat Joe always controlled Remy and Papoose. He's the one behind the reality TV show. Fat Joe is the one behind the back and forth shenanigans with Claressashields and all of that, y'all. So I'm just telling you, it's still a Rock Nation manifestation, and I'm gonna keep showing y'all that none of them are good. They're never coming back. So, see, battle rap. They still pushing battle rap. Murder Mook, Hitman Holla. Murder Mook was battling 20 years ago on Smack DVDs. No, this New York looking bad. Let me show you New York looking bad, y'all. Look at Jay-Z Homeboy to give you the proof that when Jay-Z done with you, you go back to ashes. Memphis Bleak. See that? Memphis Bleak. That's how Jay-Z do you, man. So if you don't get it clear now, you're going to get it. When Jay-Z done with you, this is how your career going to end. And remember, y'all, that's supposed to be his little man he raised, his best friend, all the one that rode him to the end. Or was he Jay-Z bitch to the end? No, y'all, the end of an era. We're going to close out. All right? See that? Remember Remy with the battle rapper? That's why I'm showing you. Remember Remy with the battle rap to make money. See? Battle rap. Remy with the battle rap. That was a what? Manufactured story. Or her what? With the battle rapper cheating. Then it went from that cheating scandal. That got them by a whole year. Then they rolled this whole year with a what? Cheating scandal. These scandals get them through a year. These scandals is what get them TV shows. Just letting y'all show, man. I'm just letting y'all see that without this shit, they have nothing, which means they all going broke. And when Fat Joe go down, that's it for Remy and them. They all done, y'all. They just trying to stay afloat. So on that note, enjoy y'all Sunday. I'm gonna get out of here. They trying to shut me down. Catch me later, y'all. Members only. All right. Classification rules the nation. I'm be talking about real talk. Money, business, the real race, the real diversity, and how things are set up. And if you don't understand the new structure, you're just not gonna make it, y'all. So on that note, holler at me later, y'all. The rest of y'all, see y'all in the AM. We out. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Also, for those who didn't catch it, man. All I'm gonna just tell y'all, man. School also start back tomorrow in some places, and it already started. I'm just telling you, if you love people, you better watch them. You better stay on top of them. And I'm telling you, you better not go to sleep. There's some things going down, y'all. Freak Nation is for real. They the target, and it's out of control. You watching one man with many faces, y'all. Everybody's living a double life. That man right there was living a goddamn. I don't even know what to say when you live in a life 12 different times. All right, so I'm telling y'all, this is the realest shit ever going on, y'all. Everybody's a deviant. Most people up to no good, y'all. And the youngsters are the prey. Everybody's the prey. All right, but just know, it's a lot of people on point and a lot of people standing up and everybody going against it. This is a civil war, y'all. That's what's going on. All right, we out. One, enjoy y'all day.